This is your workbook video for lesson 4-4. It is pages 240 to 242 in your workbook. This lesson is all about constructing and interpreting two-way frequency tables. Example number 1 is on page 240, and it says Jensen asked 100 people at his school whether they preferred digital or print textbooks. Construct a two-way frequency that shows the relationship between the person's position and their textbook preference. All right, so the key to this is really to look for your labels. We're going to use categorical data. That is right over here. It says that categorical data consists of data that fall into categories. They do not have an inherent order like numerical data, and that's going to be the key to a couple of different options here. All right, so one way to construct a two-way frequency table is to take the person's position right here. So at school, we have teachers and students, and we're going to compare it to what kind of textbooks they want, digital or print. So notice that I found those labels right up in the problem. And then I took my data and I put it into my two-way frequency table. I had 42 students like digital, 42 students like digital. 6 teachers like digital, 6 teachers like digital. 28 students like print, 28 students like print, and 24 teachers like print, 24 teachers like print. And you're going to notice there's an extra column and row. Just to be clear, your columns go up and down and your rows go side to side, and these are my totals. So if I added up all the teachers that were surveyed, there were 30 teachers and 70 students, make 100 people, and look, we picked that out as an important piece of information. So my columns are working just fine. Let's check my rows. The people who like digital altogether, teachers and students, makes 48. The people surveyed that liked print altogether, teachers and students, make 52. 48 plus 52 still makes 100. This corner right here is always going to be your total. Now you have some options. Because this is categorical data, we don't have an order. So if you want the people at school to go on this side, and you want the types of textbooks to go on this side, you absolutely can do that. You're going to get a table that just looks a tad bit different, but really all the data is the same. It's just in a different location because categorical data doesn't have an order. This is the try it at the bottom of page 240. A weatherman asks 75 people. Now, I already told you that your total will always go in this bottom spot right here. So 75 total people from 2 different cities. Ooh, I think those might be labels. 2 different cities. If they own rain boots. Well, that's a yes or no. So we're going to complete the two-way frequency table to show the results of the survey. All right, so in City A, we're not sure how many people said yes, but we do have one piece of information. We know that there's 32 total people, and out of those 32 total people in City A, 19 said no. So if there's 32 total people and 19 said no, I think 13 must have said yes. Okay, let's try another one. I don't think I can do city B yet because there's not enough information in that row. But I bet I can figure out my total yeses. So there were 75 total people. 34 total people said no. So that's going to leave me with 41 people that said yes. Now, if you are catching on to this, you're going to notice that I also could have just taken 13 plus 28 and still gotten 41. So there are some redundant ways for you to find this information. All right, let's do our B city no's. Well, 34 total no's. 19 of them are from city A, which I think is going to leave us with 15 no's from city B. All right, we have one more box to fill in, and there's two ways that we can do this. We can either add these together to get that box, or we can subtract these two to get that box. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to add 28 and 15, and I think that gives us 43 people. Now I just want to double check and make sure that 32 and 43 make 75. It does. We've got the right answer. This is example 2 at the top of page 241. We already have our two-way frequency table, so now it's time to interpret it. The two-way frequency table shows the results of a media survey. People responded to the question, do you spend more time watching the Winter or Summer Olympics on television? Decide if the following statement is true or false. So it says more men than women watch the Winter Olympics more. Okay, so let's see how to figure this out. We have 45 men out of 79 men watch the Winter Olympics. 45 out of 79 men gives us about 57%. All right, let's do the same thing with the women. It looks like 27 women out of 71 total women watch the Winter Olympics. That comes out to be about 38%. So we're going to say the statement is true because 57% is more than 38%. Notice I took my part out of my total to find my percent. This is example 3 on page 241. It says 200 people. Notice, bam, that's where the total goes, responded to a survey. Of those who had green eyes, let's make that green. 7 had blonde hair, 9 had brown hair, and 2 had red hair. So let's see how they filled that in. So we have green eyes, 7 blonde, 9 brown, 2 red. Of those who had brown eyes, let me change this. Of those who had brown eyes, 76 had blonde, 89 had brown, 17 had red. So let's see how they filled that one in. Whoops. Brown is right there. 76 blonde, 89 brown, 17 red. So to construct the two-way table, we did this. We had hair color versus eye color. And of course, our total went right there. Now, all they did was they added probably down this way to get their total of all the blondes, all the browns, all the redheads. And then they went this way to get their total green eyes, total brown eyes, and total complete people. All right, so we were trying to figure out, identify the least common combination of eye and hair color. So I look at all of those options and oh my gosh, it would be green-eyed people with red hair. I know someone who looks like that. I think it's me, Mrs. Weeks. Yay! I'm very rare when it comes to this survey. This is the try it at the bottom of page 240. It says 100 students, I think I know where that goes, were asked how they traveled to school. We're going to have boys and girls. And for our girls, we have 19 rode in the car, 7 rode on the bus, and 27 took the train. For the boys, 12 took the train, 25 rode in the car, and 10 rode on the bus. And we're going to construct a two-way frequency table, and from that, tell which mode of transportation is most popular. All right, now you're going to notice they already have our transportation as a label. They already have our gender as a label. All you have to do is fill in your two-way frequency table and then tell which mode of transportation is the most popular and explain. So I want you to pause me, fill this in, and when you are ready for checking, come on back. All right, I'm going to fill my girls in first. 19 rode in the car. 7 rode on the bus, 27 took the train. That's a total of 53 girls. All right, let me do the boys. We had 12 took the train, 25 rode in the car, and 10 rode the bus, which is 47. Let's do some totals. Car people, total car people, 25 plus 19, 44 total car people. Total bus people, 10 plus 7, 17. Total train people, 12 plus 27 is 39. And it doesn't matter if I add this way, or I add that way, or I look that it told me, but this should be 100. All right, so our question was, which mode of transportation was most popular? Was it car, bus, or train? And it is the car because, now if I want to get super technical, 44% of the respondents take a car to school. Only 17% go by bus and 39% go by train. This is your key concept on page 242. A two-way frequency table displays the relationship between paired categorical data. You can interpret the data in the table to draw conclusions. So if you remember, this is how it works. We've got one label and the other label. We fill in our raw data, and then we're simply going to add to get our column totals, and we're going to add to get our row totals, and this is always our grand total.